Alright, hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So running a consulting practice like I do means I handle sensitive information basically daily. Contracts, financial data, personal details. But recently my business partner got hit with identity theft. Someone opened 3 credit cards in his name and tried to get a mortgage using his social security number. Watching him deal with that mess for weeks got me thinking about identity protection myself. Now, thank God nothing was stolen on his end, but I started researching identity protection services. And 2 platforms kept coming up, LifeLock and Identity Guard. LifeLock is the established player most people have heard about. They're part of Norton now and have those huge marketing campaigns you've probably seen. Identity Guard is less well known, but both companies focus on identity protection with different approaches to monitoring and detection. I decided I'd sign up for both services to actually compare them directly. So in this video, I'll break down how that went, how each one works, what they cost, and what might make sense if you're in different situations. Now, LifeLock launched back in 2005 and became famous for their CEO putting his social security number on billboards to prove that their service worked. That's a bold move, though it backfired actually when identity thieves legitimately stole his identity multiple times. But now, anyway, they're owned by Gen Digital, the same company behind Norton Antivirus, and they've evolved into this whole extensive identity protection platform. And their approach combines identity monitoring with Norton's existing security tools. Instead of separate services, everything comes bundled together. Dark web scans, credit monitoring, alerts, antivirus software, device protection, and VPN access. LifeLock positions itself as a complete digital security solution. Identity Guard actually launched earlier in 1996 and focuses exclusively on identity theft, protection, and financial monitoring. Rather than trying to bundle other security tools, their entire resources are concentrated on identity monitoring, and they use AI technology from IBM's Watson. Their platform analyzes patterns and detects threats that other services might miss. Identity Guard emphasizes fraud detection capabilities, especially for financial account monitoring. Both services handle the basics: credit monitoring, fraud alerts, identity theft insurance. The difference really comes down to their detection methods, as well as their additional features and how they integrate with other tools. So I already have Norton Antivirus, so setting up LifeLock was a piece of cake. I logged into my Norton account, added the LifeLock service, connected my credit cards, and my social security number for monitoring. The dashboard integrated everything into Norton's existing interface. The monitoring happens in the background, it's all automatic. LifeLock scans credit reports, monitors for new accounts being opened in your name, even checks databases for your information on the dark web. When they find something suspicious, you get alerts through the Norton apps, either from desktop or mobile app. And since it's bundled with Norton, you have all their other security tools, like antivirus and VPN. Having it all connected through one account just makes things simpler. Now, Identity Guard naturally requires separate account setup since they don't come with any other services. After signing up, I provided my personal information and connected my accounts for monitoring. Now, their onboarding process was more detailed. They asked more specific questions about my financial accounts and monitoring preferences. And their monitoring uses IBM Watson to analyze patterns and detect anomalies that might indicate identity theft. Instead of just checking for obvious red flags, the system learns your normal patterns and identifies unusual activity. The alerts are more detailed. They explain why something was flagged and what specific risk it represents. Now, because they focus entirely on identity protection, there's no antivirus, there's no VPN bundling, but their fraud resolution service is way more thorough. If you become a victim, they provide personal assistance to help you through the recovery process. Now, LifeLock has 3 plans, and the pricing varies quite a bit depending on whether you pay monthly or yearly. I went with their standard plan first. It's about $7.50 a month when you pay for the whole year. That gets you basic credit monitoring, alerts when someone tries to open accounts in your name, and they'll cover up to $25,000 if something goes wrong. Their top tier Ultimate Plus plan costs around $20 monthly with a yearly payment, but if you go monthly, it jumps up to around $35 month to month. And that one includes everything: monitoring across all 3 credit bureaus, dark web scanning, and coverage up to $3 million if you get hit with identity theft. And since LifeLock comes with Norton, you also get their antivirus and VPN tools. So you're essentially paying for both identity protection and computer security together. Now, Identity Guard has similar pricing tiers. Their cheapest value plan runs around $9 monthly, or $7 if you pay yearly. That covers the basics. They scan your info on the dark web, watch your transaction history, and include $1 million in coverage.
I tested their total plan at around $20 monthly, or $17 if you pay for the year. That adds bank account monitoring from all 3 bureaus and monthly credit score updates. Their Ultra plan costs $30 monthly or $25 yearly and includes everything. Plus, they'll monitor your 401k and even watch if someone is trying to mess with your home's title.
With Identity Guard, you're only paying for identity protection. There's no antivirus or VPN included. When you compare similar coverage levels, their yearly pricing actually runs higher than LifeLock. By the way, if you're considering either of these services, check out the links in the description below. For most of the products we talk about, we have special deals that you wouldn't be able to get if you went straight to their websites. Now, LifeLock's Norton integration works so well if you want everything in one place. If you're already using Norton Antivirus, adding identity protection feels so simple. The monitoring handles the important areas, and managing everything through one dashboard just makes things easy. LifeLock has been around longer, and it has more brand recognition, which means better resources for customer support and for service development. The reimbursement coverage goes all the way up to $3 million on higher plans, which provides good financial protection if identity theft happens to occur. However, the bundling means you're paying for features you might not need. If you already have antivirus software or a VPN service, you're essentially paying twice. Now, Identity Guard's monitoring actually caught some unusual activity on my accounts that LifeLock's system didn't flag. Since they focus only on identity protection, their knowledge in this area just runs deeper. Now, the downside is the higher annual pricing relatively and no bundled features. So for my life and my consulting practice, I went with Identity Guard. Their monitoring caught things that LifeLock's system missed, which was important for my business security needs. And the alerts are more detailed about what specific risks they found. LifeLock makes way more sense if you want digital security with identity protection included, especially if you don't already have antivirus or VPN services. But for people who want focused identity monitoring and you don't mind paying more for specialized service, Identity Guard is worth considering. Their detection methods and fraud resolution support work really well. Just a reminder, if you're checking out either of these services, use the link in the description. We usually have special deals that you wouldn't find if you went straight to their websites. If you got any questions about identity protection or security concerns for business owners, drop me a comment below and let me know what you're worried about, because I've probably dealt with it at this point. If this was helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe for more reviews, and I'll catch you in the next one.